Hey guys, I'm back with a new video. I'm Ashley. I'm here in Memphis, Tennessee. I've been in real estate 15 years. I'm an auctioneer here in Shelby County. Today's video is about the different ways to purchase foreclosures. Okay, so the most common ways to purchase foreclosures. So first we have auctions that I do, purchasing a foreclosure at the courthouse or through auction.com at a real estate auction versus purchasing through like HUD Home Store or off the MLS as an REO. So let's talk about the pros and cons that I see with both of them, and then you just decide which one works best for you. So if you're interested in this, stay tuned. So right off the bat, I know y'all appreciate when I get straight to the point because I see all your comments that are like, yeah, she gets straight to the point. So I'm jumping right in when it comes to this. So first of all, let me explain to you. I do conduct auctions. So I always say I'm the step before foreclosure. So just to give you a little bit of background information, when people get behind on their mortgage, the bank will send them a letter that basically says you have 30 days to either catch up on your payment or your house is going to auction. Okay, that's like the last step, your auction. And then they repossess the house and it's a foreclosure. Okay, so basically if I can't sell it at auction, then it becomes a foreclosure and an REO property that's on the market for you to buy, like at HUD Home Store, on the MLS. That's when it becomes an REO, basically. Y'all follow me? So at the auction, there's still time for the homeowner to catch up on their payment and get it back, which is something we need to discuss. I've talked about it before. Right of redemption. Right of redemption. It depends on where you live. Your right of redemption laws, okay? And it depends on the auction too. That's something else you'll need to remember. So there's like trustee sales, there's the land bank, there's other kinds of auctions. You need to check your state's rights of redemption laws, okay? Remember I said that. The difference between auction and REO properties. So most of you know this. When you buy a property at the auction, a lot of times you do not know what the inside looks like. You are buying blind. You are buying sight unseen. And that's high risk. Let's just be honest, call it what it is. That's absolutely high risk investing. When you're just buying a property based off of driving by it, maybe being able to walk around it. But a lot of times, and y'all know, this is most of the time a downfall of buying a property at the auction. People could absolutely still live in it. People always ask me, Ashley, are they vacant? Are they occupied? They ask me at the auction, is somebody still living in it? I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea if anybody is still living in their property. That's for you. That's part of your due diligence before you buy at the auction, is to drive by the property. That's for you to research and see if somebody's still living in the house, okay? So that's another high risk. Somebody could be living in the house, right? You don't know what the inside of the house looks like, okay? With just those two risk factors. But what does that also mean? Buying at the auction is not for everybody. So a lot of times, depending on where you live, like here in Shelby County, it's not a lot of competition at the auction because it is high risk. And if you are a beginner investor, you might not want to spend your coins on a house that you have no idea what it looks like on the inside. And as most investors know, repairs can be a large chunk of your budget. Those are things that you have to estimate for. So if you have no idea what your repairs are or could be, and that's a large part of your budget and potentially profit, that's a little scary for some people. High risk because people could be living in it. And again, if people are living in it and you buy it at the auction, now you're responsible for having those people evicted, okay? And I don't know where y'all stay, but I know here in Shelby County, the backlog for court dates is insane right now. So, but let's talk about the other side, the REOs. These are properties that, this is what I say, I couldn't sell it at the auction, right? So if I can't sell it at the auction, I'm going to revert back to the bank, and then the bank is going to trash it out, clean it up, have another agent go out there and do a BPO, broker's price opinion. Some of y'all know what that is, some of y'all don't. Just to basically give the bank an idea of how much that house is worth, how many repairs it needs, after repair value, that kind of thing. So the bank kind of knows what price to put it on the market. I always tell people, y'all can disagree. You know, I'm biased when it comes to auctions, right? I feel like the auction is probably the cheapest place you can buy a property. Y'all can disagree. Now, that depends on where you live. Let me be totally honest, because like I see y'all in Florida and California and Texas, and y'all got like a ton of people at your auctions. So of course, you know, more people at the auction, the higher that price is going to go up. As with an REO, which stands for real estate owned by the bank is going to add in fees, right? So they're going to trash it out, right? They're going to get the utilities turned on. They're going to, you know, they got to rekey it. Now when you buy a property, you know all the fees that come along with buying a property. There's closing fees. There's real estate commissions. Now they have utilities that is on. So now all these fees go into the price of this REO that's now on the market, okay? So keep that in mind. So the price is going to be a little higher. Also, we all know, anybody who is alive right now, 2022, it is a seller's market, which means, I did a video on this, seller's market, buyer's market. Seller's market. That means demand is high and inventory is low. And that goes for properties everywhere. So, once an REO hits the market, like anything else that hit the market right now, there is going to be competition for it. And REOs go on the open market. But now it's open to the public. And you know, when something is open to the public wants it, right? REOs, the process is the same as your typical, basically the same as your typical home buying process. You submit an offer,
y'all negotiate the price, y'all go back and forth. You might be in highest and best.
It's, you know what I mean? So like at the auction, you hear what everybody's bidding. You know what I mean? So you're not bidding blind. You know what I mean? If the opening bid is 100, and nobody else is there, you can just be like plus $1 and get it for $101. Like, my people who come to the auction are seasoned investors, okay? And for most people, you kind of have to be a seasoned investor, because at my auction, you got to have cash. Like, it's cash. And a lot of people can't do that. When you talk about a property for $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, I need cash. Like $200,000 certified funds. A lot of people can't do that, okay? So that's also why competition is very limited at the auction. Versus an REO that's on the market, you can use financing, which I think is great for people who, you know, are getting into investing. You know, you can use a conventional loan. You can use an FHA 203K loan. You can use hard money because you have time. That's another thing. Everything just kind of leads into the other thing. As soon as the auction is over, I want your coins as soon as the auction is over, right? I don't take pre-approvals. I don't give you 24 hours to go look at the property. There's no deposits. There's no earnest money. As soon as that property is sold, I step to the side and I get your coins and I give you your receipt. Unlike a REO property, again, you submit an offer with your pre-approval, and then you have time for inspections. You have time to do all your due diligence that you would like to do, right? And that kind of opens up that opens up that market to more competition, because y'all know, I tell y'all all the time, do your due diligence, which is a title search, when you come see me at the auction, because you can buy a second lien or something like that. However, with the REO, the bank has already cleared the title. It's been foreclosed on. The title is clear. When you buy it, it's yours, you know. So that's another good thing. You don't have to run into those title issues. All right, guys, so that is it. Hopefully you kind of understand the difference between purchasing at the auction versus purchasing a foreclosure that's on the market, which is on the Zillow, HUD Home Store. Y'all know the place, the sites that have the foreclosures. So hopefully you learned something new, got a better perspective. You just decided what's best for you. Honestly, do your research, do your due diligence, decide what's best for you. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'm on Instagram. Y'all know where I am. Y'all know where I'm at because y'all DM me and email me and text me and do all the things. But I am on Instagram, your agent Ashley. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.